Hello, Christopher. First to the chat. Hey, John, how you doing? Get ready for a commercial.
Feels like a dream, feels like magic.
Bear with
Now I
me.
believe I can have it.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I'll be back. How's everyone doing today? It's a beautiful night and happy witching hour. Hey, Raquel, thank you so much for moderating. Hello, John, first to the chat. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, my name is Salar from Iran. Hello. Hello, Ryan. Get ready for another commercial. Okay, you must speak English. We can't let you speak other languages in here because you could be cursing us out.
Let me show you how it works. That app is called Audible.
You might be cursing us out. So you're gonna have to use some emojis if you can't speak English. So I'm gonna have to take you off of here, baby. Got to speak English so we'll know what you're talking about, baby. Vanilla, what's up with the creepy music? It's Halloween. Coming Halloween. In celebration of Halloween. All Saints Day. Hallows Eve. You gotta realize we are witches in here. There may be some warlocks, some mystics, some spiritualists, some priests, some priestesses. People who walk the left-hand path. Okay, Raquel, thank you for dropping by. Okay, Christopher says this is his favorite month. Oh my God, we've been waiting on October, haven't you? Listen, this is the month where the living is the closest to walk with what? The invisible world, the invisible beings. Some call them what? The ancestors. Some say the dead. Beautiful. Okay, so if it's not royalty free, I can't play it. Is this royalty free? I think it is. How's everyone? Today, we will speak to the ghost. Yes, Vanilla, some say demons. I'm a demon. You're looking at a physical body. But this physical body inhabits a demon, a force, an energy, a source, an angel, a spirit, a soul, okay? We all see demons in a negative way. But demons are spirits. They all come from a source. If you encounter a demon, I'm not saying that it ain't gonna be creepy and scary for some. Really, when you encounter demons, it's like subtle. You wouldn't even have a clue that you were in the presence of one. The most spookiest demons, as I hear the sound over here, the candles are talking to me. The most spookiest of all demons are the nice, kind ones. The less frightening demons are the angry ones. The demon is sent by a hierarchy of authorities. Some be good, some be bad. But in the spiritual realm, nothing is good or nothing is bad. It's all about what? Business or business. As we operate, and they speaking to me over there. As we operate on the spiritual realm, we are chess pieces to the invisible realm. We carry out the orders of the hierarchy in the invisible world. Some of us are death angels. We're here to make sure that this place is cleaned up, and when that final hour comes, we're here to make sure that it comes. Some of us are here to bless, to bring blessings to the beings of the weary. That's what we're here for. But if you understand, you're not operating in your what? Source, then there's no need for you in the earthly realm. Okay. Okay, so everybody has to be good up in here. How you doing, Akita? Where you been? Be good. I'm going to have to take you on up out of here because I got to get to a point where we're talking to the ghost. Because the ghost wants to speak today. How about that? Okay. So we need to keep some order in here. If you really want to see, and if you really want to see what's going on, then you have to be very mindful of what you say. Okay? This place ain't for everybody. We ain't having no church. Okay? So this is not the place for you. Okay? Want to make sure it's clean up in here. Okay? We'll also be giving readings to those who want to find out what is going on in their life, or you may want a sneak peek into the future. And we'll also be doing some predictions. I've noticed that my predictions have been manifesting, but only in strange places. Good evening, China Wings. How you doing? Thank you, Raquel. Our moderator says, give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so could you all please give this video a thumbs up? Hello. Okay. Hang on just 1 minute. Oh, we don't have the ability to stop alive no more. Oh, goodness gracious. I wanted to stop the live so I could do something real quick, and I can't. Good gracious. Okay. So let me ask you something, Raquel. Are you going to need any help moderating while we speak to the ghost? If so, we'll find another moderator in here that can give us an extra hand, because lately it's been kind of like hectic up in here, hadn't it? Okay. Okay, Ryan says he's from California. How you doing? Okay, you gonna need any help in here? Okay. Hello, Mason Jones. How are you? I'm just giving everybody a little bit more time to come in the chat. What are we gonna be doing for Halloween? Okay, y'all understand, Raquel. I understand you're at work, so we want to make sure you we're not demanding from you, and you are in the middle of working. How about that? Okay, so we're gonna listen to some more creepy music, but some commercials.
Google
Commercials
Pixel 9
first.
Pro with Add Me. Now you won't
Those
meet anyone
commercials
else.
got to
Just
come
snap a
through.
photo, switch with a friend.
I'm actually on the phone that I spend a monthly subscription to, so it's just one of those things. You know what I mean? Hang on 1 minute. Okay, let's get to moving fast up in here. Okay. Hey. Y'all can see me better now? That'll be creepy. I'm not gonna do that. I can't do that. That would really be creepy. Yikes. 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 Hello, everyone. I am here today on the Mother Wisdom Tree channel and the Mother Wisdom channel, and we're going to speak to the ghost. We want to see what the ghost have to say. How about that? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Anyone that would like to speak to the ghost, speak up. Mr. Ernest says it's spooky. No, it's not spooky. It's where you're going when you leave here. You're going to the unknown, to the uncertain, to the darkness. So come on now, ain't no sense in being scared. Anyone wants to speak to the ghost will let you know what's ahead of the road. Come speak to the ghost, as I will be calling the supernatural forces into the circle right now. We're going to have a seance. I will be making predictions, and I will be going under possession. How's everything been going, Akita? Y'all some brave people. Y'all brave. All supernatural forces of the Crossroads, I ask that you come Bring forth the prediction. There are people here at the crossroads that needs answers. We ask that you come to us and feed us with your knowledge of wisdom. This is going to be creepy, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all everything they saying ain't going to hold nothing back. I'm not going to hold nothing back. So if you're naturally afraid, you don't need to be in here. As I see visions, I'm going to speak forth those visions, okay? Beautiful. What is it? Oh my God, that was beautiful. Oh, nice and spooky and creepy. Hey, Lena, how are you? First to the chat. What's happening? Well, this right here is a quick celebration of what you all call Halloween. But for us, it's All Saints Day, Hallows Eve, that is on its way, okay? We're going to be speaking to the ghost. So if you have any questions that you'd like to ask the ghost, you're here in the right place at the right time. You got somebody that's been coming to your door between the hours of 1 and 4 o'clock. They have a tablet in their hand, a stone tablet, and it has messages written in an ancient language. They wear a silky white gown with a white cloak, and I can see in it there's nothing but bones, rib cages, like it's a walking skeleton with a tablet in its arm. It's for someone out there. They have a message for you. Who could it be? Who could it be? Thank you so much, Raquel. If you are frightened of this type of phenomena, I'm asking that you please go ahead and find another channel, go somewhere else to go, because this is going to be frightening. On the Mother Wisdom Tree channel, I ask that you please give this video a thumbs up. I see we have 8 people. Give it a thumbs up. Oh, Elena says, do I have a favorite Halloween movie? Yes, I do. The Exorcist. I have this with me because if I go under possession, I can bring myself out quickly. Here's the magical herbs here right now. And they smell so good. If y'all want to know what's in my magical herb canister, just let me know. I'll let you know what is in it. But it smells so beautiful. Okay. Someone has something in a box. Somebody's grandmother died. Someone's grandmother passed away. And she has a box. And it has things packed in it for you. Hello, Rod. How are you? Thank you so much for the super chat. You're so kind. Okay, Stephanie wants to know, y'all. I'm on the Mother Wisdom channel, and what's so odd about it? I only have one person in the chat. One person in the chat. As you can see, Elena, you are the only one in this chat room right now. So it may really feel spooky because you're the only one in there. Somebody's grandmother just passed away, and she has some very special relics in the box. Stephanie, I have in my canister, and we're going to go ahead and turn this music off, okay? Hang on 1 minute. So beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. I almost said something wrong. I was just about to say belladonna. It's so beautiful. Yes, I love red caps and belladonnas. I love mushrooms. I love to, like, when mushrooms, I feel like in my, I want to talk about some things too. Press 1 if we have any witches in here. Press 1. If there are any witches in here, please press 1. If we have any witches in here, press 1. Stephanie is a witch. I knew you were a witch, Stephanie. I felt it. Any witches in here? Any more witches? Because I know witches will be definitely intrigued about what I got to talk about right now. We have a wizard here. Hey, Mystic Mars, how are you? We have a witch on the other channel, on the Mother Wisdom Tree channel. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We're getting ready early for All Hallows Eve. To me, it's just a monthly thing. It's not like waiting on October the 31st. I mean, it's just like from the beginning of the month, we're celebrating the ancestors, the spirits, the invisible beings, it's so many. It's so vast because they are closest to us than they ever will be. And a lot of you all may have heard like noises, like things that may fall or knock on the wall or tap, just some strange noise, and you just couldn't put a finger on where it came from or what could be going on. You know what I mean? You may have had some mischievous spirits. You may have just had some spirits to try to come by and speak to you through strangers, or maybe a word from people that you know and love, things that they don't naturally or normally say. Maybe some birds that have stopped by, some animals that have come by. It is the invisible beings that are coming in to check on you. How about that? Okay, how about that? Is that beautiful or what? So we're going to talk to the ghost. And so we have in here now, we have 2 witches and 1 wizard. Do we have any priest in here? Press 1 if there are priests in here. Well, press 2. If we have any priest in here, press 2. If we have any priest in here, press 2. Do we? Thank you for the thumbs up. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up, because hopefully we'll be here for a minute, at least a couple of hours. So go ahead on if you want to, while, we're playing a little bit of music and I'm doing a little bit of small talk, if you may say. You can go ahead and get you something to drink. Oh, wonderful. How are you? Lori said, glad I caught alive. This is on the other channel, the Mother Wisdom Tree channel. I'm glad that you're here. If you don't mind, could you please give this video a thumbs up, all of you all? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Raquel said, ancestors and elders in the building. So we don't have any priests. Do we have any priestesses? Press 1 if we have any priestesses in the building. High priestesses. Do we have any prophetess in here? Any mystics? Those who walk the left-hand path. Press 1. Okay. So let's talk, Stephanie. What I have done, I have put together some herbs. Some people, when they go under possession, traditionally they will use, and you may want to try this too. What I got here? Traditionally they use what we call, and give me a minute. Let me run and get it. I probably don't need to go and get it. I think I'll be fine with this. Spirit of ammonia. Anybody ever heard of spirit of ammonia? Press 1 if you heard of spirit of ammonia. Well, they have since stopped making spirit of ammonia. But I will be making spirit of ammonia. And of course, I will be following a recipe. I'm encouraging my alchemist out there, okay, to create spirit of ammonia because we're going to need it. Not create, you can create ammonia, but I'm not saying create the ammonia, but create the spirit of ammonia, which are smelling salts. They have spirit of ammonia, they have spirit of camphor, and they're pushing spirit of camphor at this particular time. Ammonia, bad spirits do not like the smell of ammonia. It chases them off. Ammonia will chase us off. Do you hear me? Things like bleach and pine soil, they have an aversion to it. But it's only temporary, so that's why it's very important that, like, if you're gonna do any kind of floor washes, do any work with ammonia, that you keep them up constantly. I don't keep it up constantly. It's hard because it's a lot of work. Well, camphor, they don't like camphor either. So that is another aversion that they have, camphor and bleach, things like that, like I said. So at this point, we're going to have to make spirit of ammonia. Some of you all who are old heads may have remembered long ago when they got happy and in the spirit in the churches. I know for sure in the Southern Baptist churches because I am in the South, but I grew up Catholic though. But I did get a chance to go to Mr. Willis Church, which was an AME Zion church, which was similar to like a Christian church. And like I said, we've witnessed people that got happy in the spirit, or I say taken under possession. And the people will thrash around when they're overtaken by the spirit. And, that is the spirits coming into our physical bodies to have the opportunity to come and dwell with us in the physical world in a body, in other words, okay? The reason why I have to make sure when I'm on live, especially, I have something to get me out of possession, because sometimes by the fact that I am a medium, I am pulled into the spirit, or the spirit is pulled into myself. And this is the way I'm able to divine and able to, speak forth predictions and do readings under what? Spirit possession. When I need to come out of it, because I have to realize that I am in the presence of lots of people, okay? Because sometimes it feels like I'm going to faint. And that feeling of fainting and everything, you can go on to like perhaps do some things that you can come back and later regret or what have you. Like, well, did I do that? Which has never happened to me before, but it has happened to people. People have gone under possession and they really did some terrible things, okay? But for Stephanie, I'm back. So I'm not using spirit of ammonia now, which I do have spirit of ammonia. At this particular time, I'm working with more of an herbal, okay? And those herbals are, I have nutmeg, one whole nutmeg, okay? I have another whole nutmeg. I have allspice. I have a lot of allspice in here. Okay. It's very aromatic. I have rose petals. I have rose petals. I have rosemary. I was trying to get one out of here. I have rosemary, which is very aromatic. I just have a little piece of rosemary that I can show. But it's packed with rosemary. It's just I can only pick one of them up. And I think that's it. So I have allspice. I have cloves. I have cloves. Cloves are good also for banishing negative energies or what have you. So that's another good one. And with the allspice, we have allspice, rosemary, rose petals, and nutmegs. And what I do, I put them in a canister. Like I've had to do this for one client that was having issues with a sickness or ailment, but not necessarily this. I gave them something else to like sniff. But if they felt like, dark forces were around them or whatever. And y'all, it smells so good. But what I did is I top it off with vanilla essential oil. So I'll drop vanilla essential oil in here. And it gives it, even more of a beautiful, smells like a pleasant cigar for some reason. You know what I mean? No, or like a apple wood type tobacco to go in a pipe. That's what it smells like. It's very beautiful, and it will pull you out of trance like quickly. And so you could just carry this around with you, whatever. I mean, you'd have to be careful because if you were just to throw this in a bag, well, of course it's going to spill out. So if you wanted to carry something like this, you would probably put it in a pouch or a bag that you can draw close or something like that. So you can make sure it just doesn't spill out, but you would have to really draw it real close. Maybe perhaps put it in a Ziploc first and then put it in a velvet bag or something like that. Like a Mojo bag or a Gree bag, and you can carry it around with you. And it has very protective properties in it also. So that's a bang for your buck, if I was to say so. So if you were dealing with needing something, say for instance for protection or whatever, you can carry around your protective herbs in here. Who knows? Maybe like your camphor comes in like rock crystals, like rocks or whatever. They can go in here. You know what I mean? Even carrying around your like crystals, maybe onyx or something like that. Y'all know all of the protective stones can go in here, and you can carry them around with you, and put your oil on it. So if you got to use this, y'all use your imagination. I know the witches in here definitely know what to put in it. You know what to pack inside of here for what money. Now this is good for money too. Anytime you got you some allspice in here, you know you're working with some money too. You know what I mean? So money, and you got your rosemary in here. All of those wonderful things. You know, this is something very pleasant. And you always want to make sure that you keep it alive. Keeping it alive would be, once again, anointing with your... You don't need a carrier. You can use your essential oil straight on out. You know what I mean? The more, the merrier. I mean, we don't want too much in here where it's just like running all out the can or anything like that. But like it absorbs it very well. You know. So that's what I have here. And I'm telling you, it smells very good. Okay, so at this particular point, you know, we got y'all hanging on in there. They hanging on in there on the other channel, ain't they? Okay, so hello, Yolanda. How are you doing? Okay, so oh yes, Raquel, it's like smelling salts, like SALTS, smelling salts. Once again, they're good for possession. That's the number one thing. Something is pulling at me right now. Pulling at me now. Okay, so let's get started. Once again, I'm gonna call up the crossroads. I think it's time. It's time to call up the crossroads. We call on you right now. We ask that you open the roads from the north, from the south, from the east, from the west. Allow us to know what's beyond the veil. Give us the secrets. Give us what are the mysteries that we seek to know. We offer and lend our ears to you. We ask for protection most of all, as we are in the fiery circles for our protection. Our heads are anointed. We are safe. Okay. I see lots and lots of books. Someone has a bookshelf. And there are, at this particular, like I was telling you, somebody right now have a messenger that has come to them in the night. Once again, like I said, they have knocked. They have tapped. Maybe you have heard the knock in your sleep at night. And don't be afraid, because this right here is the beginning of you, or maybe not the beginning, but the next stage of your spiritual knowing. You have been elevated to go and take the next, like next stage up to the mysteries of what you've been seeking since you've been on this journey. It is a veiled, white, silky being, once again, and it's just complete skeletal inside, and it carries with it a tablet. Not a tablet like a Android or an Apple, but a stone tablet. The tablet looks like it is made of, maybe it's white. It's whitish, grayish, maybe a granite, and there is an inscription written on it that only the person who has the actual offer to be given to it to read of its inscription, because I can't read it. I can't even make it out. But it is somebody who has done a lot of work. Congratulations to you. And she carries a lamp too. So it's a female figure. It's not masculine. It's a female figure that carries the lamp. And if you don't want it, I'm sure it's lots of people that will be happy to partake in it. How about that? Okay. So that's someone's blessings right there, right now. Also, someone has shelves with lots of books, or maybe just a few shelves with books. You are stocking up your arsenal right now. You have been gathering, books that are centered around the occult. You've been looking for occultic knowledge, and your books are there. But there is an entity, okay? You would be very surprised, but it is responsible for, it's crazy, it's responsible for what books you are actually choosing. So it is over there near your shelf right now. Yes, looking at your books, okay? And inserting messages in your head as to what books to get, that you are to get next, okay? I think this is a wonderful time to go to your bookshelf, okay, and speak to your bookshelf because you will be speaking with the spirit that is actually guiding you, okay, in your occultic knowledge because a lot of it's so much out there, so many mystical books that can unlock so many of your divine knowledges and your divine wisdoms, and to give you divine gems. And the fact that you may have not necessarily done the I hate to say done the work, but maybe someone is blocking you. And I'm not talking about a physical being. Maybe this is an authority, a spiritual authority that has been blocking you because it does not necessarily want you to go to the next stage of your enlightenment, because that does happen. Sometimes you do, like I say, you can have a hierarchy of beings because they're watching us right now. Right now, they're watching me. And they are deciding what knowledge you can have, what knowledge you can't, what wisdom and what not. You know what I mean? Some people are trying to override. They're not trying to necessarily do the work. They're trying to, cut in line, so to speak, or, maybe trying to skip. You understand? And so there is a authority that prevents that from happening. And so, now when it comes to that right there, overriding authority, that's a whole nother video right there. If some of you all feel like you deserve certain knowledge and wisdom from your enlightenment, and you've done your work, because there is a lot of work, and being on your, it's just being a spiritual person. There's lots of not just rites of passages, but there are also rules that we must obey. One thing I gotta talk about right now, because this grinds my gears. Hey, Chastain Stone, thank you so much for moderating. Hey, Cara Z. One thing that really grinds my gears is to listen to people who say, I am a spiritualist. I am a witch. I'm an occultist. You understand? They use these terms, but yet they disrespect the dead. I have that's one of my greatest pet peeves. Because if you are truly a spiritualist, you would know that there are boundaries. And if you're living this life saying I'm a spiritualist and I have no hold bars and I can just go out and run amok and do whatever I want to, there is no kind of consequences for the way that I'm living, then I'm here to tell you something. You're bound by cosmic law to be punished one way or another, some time period or another. You're going to give an accountability for that. I don't care how long you've lived and you've gotten away with things. Eventually, you will be confronted by that authority. I just can't believe that you're walking a spiritual path if you have negative things to say about the dead. To speak negatively of the dead is to speak negatively of the ancestors. And I don't want to hear, oh, they're not my ancestors. I can say whatever I want to them. I don't care what you feel, how you think about it. The ancestors are going to have an issue with you some way or another, because they're all on the other side. So everything on the other side, respect it. Respect does not necessarily mean you got to bow down. It does not mean that, you got to worship it. It only means if it's something that you don't like, if it's something that you are afraid of, something you think will harm you, something you got anger towards, you just do not go down that road. Hello? That is just a road you do not cross. You cannot, and I say this again, tell people that you are walking the path of spirituality and you have negative things to speak of the dead. You automatically canceled out. I'm just here to tell you now. Here we have Thumbelina. Okay, so this may be a shocker for a lot of people who are not quite familiar with this. So I am a doll maker. In addition, one of my how can I put it? One of my best works, I guess, is working with dolls, doll magic. Okay, so here she is. I created her. Her name is Thumbelina. She has a soul. Some of you may have seen her light came out of her right here on social media. Okay. Well, hello, Alpha Goddess. How are you doing? Glad to see you in here. Okay, so I'm going to cut this music off because once again, we're here to speak to the ghost. We're here to speak to the ghost. Someone has stairs. You got stairs either coming into your house, and lots of stairs. And I know a lot of people have stairs, so people might say, oh, well, duh. You know, no, these are stairs that you're actually climbing. Now, some of this stuff is graphic, so I need for you to leave if you are frightened. Because, you know, if I call something out and it scares you or what have you, then I'm going to have to, you know, I'm just going to have to ask you to go. Go now. Because there may be some people who may be in a little bit of trouble or something like that. I don't know. But let's talk about this. And I'm not necessarily saying it's anyone in the chat. It could just be someone who's going to happen up on this video soon because other people watch it. Or it may just be, you know, oh my God, we got so much to talk about. I got to hurry up and catch y'all up, okay? Because it's a lot of people want more. We got to pull out a few cards and stuff like that. But someone, you got stairs, look like they go up to where you're at. You may be a person, you're fairly new to where you are now. Y'all heard that? Quiet it down. We definitely got some folks up in here. It's real. Somebody has stairs that go up into a place that is kind of fairly new. And I noticed we had some little noise chattering going on in the background as they bring me messages. You need to be very, very careful because there's something waiting on you, and it is it's something that is definitely not native to your spirits. It's not native to you, but someone sent it to you. Someone sent that to you. It's almost as if though they will try to, and I'm telling you this so you know, now this ain't gonna work for my enemies now. If you're an enemy of mine, you know I ain't talking to you. Ain't nothing you can do to help yourself, baby. But what it wants to do is harm you. It wants to, and y'all don't, I'm not talking about nobody in my chat, please. Now, if I felt it was somebody in my chat, I'm going to come straight on out and say, it's somebody in my chat. Oh, cover us with the blood right now. Oh, divine intervention, cover us with the blood of Jehovah, Jireh, the blood of the Lamb. Blood of Jesus right now, We ask that you bring in your supernatural intervention as someone right now is, it seems like they're running from someone. Maybe they're running from a stalker, someone that has been behind them, somebody who's out to get them. Or maybe they have crossed the wrong persons and someone is bringing magic to them, black magic to them right now. We ask that you put a divine shield all around us to protect us from the wrath of this evil. If it's coming over here on this end, we ask that the blood of the Lamb crush them right in the fist of iron right now, because somebody that it wants to push you down a flight of stairs. It wants to hurt you. It wants to bring you harm. Right now, we're going to speak to the ghost. Anyone wants to speak to the ghost right now? Anyone wants to speak to the ghost, let me know. Let me know if you want to speak to the ghost. Somebody has been having a very difficult time out there. You don't know which way to turn. You're facing eviction. You don't know where you're going. You're in there for a minute, but you don't know how long. You've been tied up in cold. You've been tied up in cold. Some of you waiting on money. Somebody owes you money, they won't pay. They won't pay. If you can get your hands on that money, you can save yourself. Perhaps you may be able to buy food. Someone out there is undergoing some form of spiritual warfare. You got spiritual warfare right now. You're fighting forces. And you just don't know where these attacks are coming from. Everywhere you go, there's something that is against you right now. Who wants to speak to the ghost? Who wants to speak to the ghost at the crossroads? Cars, he said, can we ask the Wanagi questions? Please tell me what a Wanagi is. Are you trying to say the Wanga? You saying the Wanga? What is that? Y'all got to help me, honey. What is a Wanagi? Oh, ghost. Yes, you can speak to the ghost. Please come, speak to the ghost. Speak to the ghost. Come. Speak to the ghost. Speak to the ghost. Come. Speak to the ghost. If you have any questions at all, speak to the ghost. We bind up negative forces that, hey, they will be sent to the abyss of hell with brimstone and fire. That all negative energies that have been sent from hierarchies to make us stumble on our way, we ask right now that they be bound. We ask that any forms of grim reapers and cloaked beings, you understand, be put on notice that we are now rewriting contracts. Anybody want to rewrite a contract? If you want to rewrite a contract right now, press 3. For those who are ready to rewrite contracts, you know that the contract, how you doing, Enlighten? You know that the contract has been fulfilled. Okay, you know that the contracts have been fulfilled and the prophecy is now here. You understand? So that the reaper can reap right now. And I'm not just talking about life. I'm just talking about all kinds of things. You know, we have like spiritual loans and stuff like that has a pay off or a pay date or what have you. You understand? So use your imagination. Okay, press 3 if you're ready right now to rewrite contracts right now. We call on the supernatural forces and we ask that we are able to extend these contracts or rewrite them. Some of us have written contracts and we were unaware of them because these contracts was written by our ancestors, the people who came before us. And we didn't know that we would be what? The pawns. Yes, the assets of our ancestors. So it's not fair that we have to continue to walk this walk unaware of the fact that these contracts was written by our great grandfathers and great grandmothers and aunts and uncles going way on back, and maybe some of these things was written by complete strangers for us. You understand? We want our narratives right now to be rewritten right now. You understand? We're going to take our times right now and we're going to say that all contracts were written under false pretenses, and at this particular point they are null and void, and at this moment we're going to rewrite them. We plead the blood. We plead the blood of the Lamb as a sacrificial lamb or a goat to whatever has not been satisfied. We do. Someone has a debt on their hands right now, and it's very difficult for them to meet the obligations of that debt, and they're having a sickness right now. As they are having a sickness, they are dealing with financial problems. There's someone out there now that is very lonely and they have no friends. They have no one to turn to. They have lost loved ones. Somebody losing a lot of loved ones right now. And they don't really know what's going on. Another chat, y'all. I don't know who these people are in that chat. That chat is kind of like dwindling right now. So this is what we're going to do right now. So for all of you all who have pressed 3, and at this point now your contracts are null and void. Any kind of contracts that I have now that I am unaware of, they are null and void also. When we're going to get our paper out and we're going to get our tablets, whatever you got. And we're going to get our pens and we're going to rewrite this contract. If there was death around the corner right now, there's sickness now, or sickness around the corner right now. Right now, we're going to ask for an atonement. We're going to ask for any forgiveness of our ancestors. Because our ancestors are on the line. They cannot get peace and go on to the other side and proceed to the next portion of their journey. Because they are what? They're concerned. They're worried. You know, they didn't have the opportunity to rescind these contracts. You are the governor. You're the delegate right now to rewrite these contracts. You're not just here to make a change or just to bear the cross for the deeds of your ancestors, but you're here also, understand? You're also here to, once again, make it all right. So that your offsprings will not have to suffer. Okay? Because even though you may be the last to say, well, I didn't have any kids, I'm not going to have any children or whatever, your spiritual destiny is still at stake because of these contracts. So I'll say when we get off this live or, when you wake up in the morning or what have you, depending on where your time zone is, you're going to, first of all, start off with the fact that the contract was created without your will, your unknowing, under false pretenses. And that you're here to correct it, okay? Because somebody has, like I said, there's some type of spirit reaper, that's been hanging around, like going up and down these stairs with this particular individual and everything. Maybe this individual needs some form of atonement. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, so now I keep on saying it over and over and over again. Who wants to speak to the God? Who want to question the gods? Who want to question the gods? We're waiting right now. This circle is protected. For all of those who come to troll this chat, you will get spiritual lashings. You would get, now if you don't know any better, it's a little bit different. You just don't know no better. Well, for people who know better, you come to troll, you will get spiritual lashings on your back. Okay, Rod said, let us all meet at the crossroads. We're here. We're here at the crossroads right now. Okay, Alpha has been at spiritual warfare. Okay. What you trying to tell us? Billy says four-way. Which way you gonna take, Billy? You're gonna take the north, the south, the east, or the west? Which direction are you going in? Huh? Or have you already taken that road? Okay. Okay. Alpha Goddess says that she's been in a spiritual warfare. Let me recheck because I don't have a moderator right now. Okay, so my moderator is in here. Thank you so much, She Traveler. What's up, She Traveler? How you doing? Thank you for moderating because I'm kind of distracted, y'all. It's hard for me to get under trance right now because, like, I gotta maintain this order. I gotta keep my eyes glued to the screen. You just don't never know what can pop up here right now. Okay. Thank you so much for moderating and doing what you do, She Traveler. I think I can go ahead on and get into it right now. Alpha Goddess, at this particular point, you are in spiritual warfare because you're getting ready to make a breakthrough. Anywhere there is this type of conflict you're undergoing, it is because where you're going right now, you have to be challenged to see if you're ready to embark on this particular journey. They want to make sure that you're strong enough. They want to make sure that they can trust you where you're going. I know you may feel like sometimes, hey, you know what? I don't know whether I can keep going in this direction or not because I'm meeting so much resistance. And sometimes you feel like the world is turning against you as they fuck with your money, as they fuck with everything you got going on. You just don't know, how you going to make ends meet or what you going to do with this, and are you going to be able to come up with this, come up with that, or what have you. Call on your spiritual soldiers, your spiritual angels, your spiritual warriors right now. Ask them to come and descend upon you, and give you the will to go on. Ask them to anoint you with the holy protection of the blood of the realm of the gods, to put it on you and put it on your family, so that you can walk around your enemies and be what? Invisible. May your enemies never see you. May they not hear you. May they not see you. May they not spy on you. And may your great divine soldiers crush them with the fist of fire, the fist of brimstone, and the fist of the great stone. Hello? Yes, so that's what's going on. That's why you're undergoing your spiritual warfare. I do say speak atonement because someone has been offended too. So, sometimes we can offend folks, and I know, as we walk in confidence, a lot of people got problems with people being very straightforward, being very having a confidence in their voice with their heads held up, and know what they want and know what they ain't gonna tolerate. A lot of people feel like you're stepping on their toes. And when you do things like that of that nature, oh, yes, they going to come for you. You know what I mean? Because everybody looks like they're practicing magic right now. Okay? touching the wrong thing. Okay, thank you so much. She traveled for outing that somebody said out the dude. Out him. I don't know what the dude said, but thank you so much for outing that dude. At this particular point, is there anyone who wants to actually speak to the ghost? Speaking to the ghost is telling me and, asking me some questions, okay? Ask me some questions so that I can take to the ghost. I'm on fire right now. Come on, speak to the ghost. Who is that person out there? I want to know if they're in that chat right now. Who is that person out there right now? You've been hearing a whole lot. Hey, D. Madison, how you doing? D. Madison says, amen. Hey, DeAndre, how you doing? Thank you, She Traveler, so much. She Traveler is moderating on 2 channels at the same time. Woo, how in the world you do that? That's challenging, isn't it? Thank you so much for what you do. Okay, someone is asking me. Child is asking me, am I in New Zealand? No, I'm actually in the United States of America. Yes, you can sub. We talk to a lot of people who are up right now as the people here in the United States are now sleeping. Well, some of us. Well, I'm a night owl, so yeah. I can't wait because when we talk to the ghost on Wednesday, and the wee hours are maybe trickling over to Thursday. Y'all know how I do it sometimes, We're going to talk to the ghost outside. We're going to talk to the ghost late at night, and it's going to be so beautiful. I just cannot wait. I'm going to start up our fire and everything, and I'm going to have the camera set up and everything so everybody can get a good shot. We're going to talk to the celestials. We're going to talk to the celestial beings. Who's ready for the press 1 if you're ready to speak to the celestials? And there's going to be some times, too, where we're going to speak to the underworld, too. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Stephanie is all for it. She Traveled is all for it. And if you are frightened and if you're frightened of it, press 2. Yolanda is ready. We got to do this because we're coming up on All Saints Day. So we got 3 brave women here. Alpha Goddess. Rod is frightened. Okay. If you all don't mind when we do that, I'm asking that everybody bring in their protection. Bring in your whatever you feel like protects you. Have your protective jewelry on. Make sure you have your head anointed and cover your heads. Right now, I'm cloaked right now, waiting on the ghost. The ghost is not here. I heard a little bit of crinkling and carrying on in the back, right? Sometimes in order to get the ghost here, I'm going to have to turn the lights out. I just haven't had a request from anyone who really... I know Alpha expressed some concerns, but I haven't quite found the person yet who's ready to speak to the ghost. Yes, Karzi. I may have made a mistake. Oh, yeah, okay. I see what you say. Yeah, yes. Cover your heads. Always cover your heads. Like I'm in here in this circle right now, and I got my head covered. That may be why the ghost hadn't showed up yet. Come on, ghost. We're waiting on you. We're waiting on the ghost. And for people who don't know what the ghost is the other side of myself. The shadow side of me is the ghost. The shadow side of me. So if I have to, I'm gonna get this music going. Ain't nobody want no ghost. Nobody wants the ghost. And should I just do the Crossroad deck? Do my predictions because I don't want to force anybody to do the ghost that's afraid. I don't want to. If you all are afraid, okay. DeAndre, you say no? Ross said, Ross says Carzy does. Carzy, okay, Carzy. Now, this is how we speak to the ghost. We speak to the ghost by me calling you your name, and I'm going to cut the lights off when I call your name. You understand? I will let the ghost know you're here. And the ghost is going to give you information. Let me see. Alpha Goddess says, oh, I had a question for the ghost. A friend husband died, and he came to my house. Did he pass on the other side? When did he come to your house? Because remember I told y'all, I said somebody's grandmama died. Somebody's grandmother passed away. And I talked about the spirit that was cloaked. Remember? Remember I said there was a white cloaked spirit like a skeleton that came to somebody's house. Would that be you? Would that be you? Let me cut the light on so we can call on the ghost. Hang on a minute. I'm so excited. Oh, dear ghost, come into the midst of us and do us no harm. Oh, dear ghost, come into the midst of us and do us no harm. You're going to hear a commercial. You're going to hear a commercial. You're going to hear a commercial. Okay. Okay. I don't want it to mess it up. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. It was 2020. Oh, the ghost. I call on you, ghost. Come here now. We wait your presence. We're waiting on you. Waiting on your presence. Someone have a question to ask you. You want to know. Alpha Goddess wants to know if her friend has passed on to the other side. God, honey, I had to turn that off, honey. Woo, somebody in hell. They didn't make it. Oh, they didn't make it. I had to turn it off real quick. Mama can't take them flames, honey. I'm not trying to make humor of the situation or what have you, but I had to turn it off real quick. Alpha Goddess. Oh my God, this person was not a good person. I'm so sorry. Alpha Goddess. Whoever we're talking about that has went over to the other side was not good. And they had to be punished. It's not purgatory either. So that answers your question. What's so interesting is, it's a place where you go to not cleanse. I use the word atonement so much. It's a place like, say for instance, you're here on earth, and a lot of times, I don't know if y'all believe in reincarnation, but sometimes like people who reincarnate come back with some of the same problems or the same sicknesses and stuff. They follow them over to the other side. Like say for instance, like my oldest daughter, mannerism and a lot about her, Mr. Wood say, reminds him of his mom. And when she was born, okay, so his mother died of liver cancer. Okay, she was always having issues with her liver. She passed with liver cancer. Well, when my baby was born, she was born with a liver problem. She had jaundice. She had an orange tint to her, but it was not bad enough to put her under a heat lamp of some kind. And like just when I held her in my arms, she just quickly got her color, and they said it was just like really miraculous how she healed herself. And so, it came, those problems she had in her past life, because I know she is Mr. Willie's mother, has brought her here. She don't remember her past life. And every now and then she have like little digestive issues, and I tell her all the time, I say, you haven't quite healed yourself from your past life. So sometimes, we need healing from our past life. So in a situation like that, sometimes we go to these places, because all it is you have spirit attachments. You have spirits attached to you. Spirits attached to your soul. And every body that you take, your body, you understand, is afflicted with those spirits. I mean, you can even in your past life be like a wealthy person with good money. You always had spirits and stuff that made sure you had wealth, you had a beautiful life, and you carry on to the next life to have a good life. So some of these spirits are not all here to do harm. Some of them do good things for you. Some of them not bad. They're bad for you. So now, hold up, y'all. So listen, what is going down with this situation, okay, is you have to, for some of you, and I can't just say everybody's path on the other side is different. Like people say, oh, don't go to the light, go to the darkness. I've had a near-death experience, and I didn't have a choice. I was just pulled like a vacuum. The top of my head just pulled and sucked into something. I had no will to move to the left, to the right, or whatever. I was like, my energy was just pulled back into the recycling center, in other words, okay? But some people have direction. They can actually walk from one space to the next space, or maybe they can just, pretty much glide or fly into whatever direction they want to go into. So it's different for everybody. It's so many. It's trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of astroscapes. And we're not all designed the same on a soul cellular level. Hello. Okay. So for those of us who do have directions, and sometimes you don't have a choice, it depends on, what's pulling you. You can go into the abyss of hell, and when you go there, you're being what? Purged. The greatest cleanser is fire. It's not water. It's not earth. Earth is here. Earth is one realm here. It's not the entire universe, you know what I mean? But when you're dealing with fire, that's that element, you understand what I mean? That brimstone, that smoke, it can go anywhere. Earth can't go anywhere. Earth is bound by this realm. Water is above us, water is around us, water is under us. Wind is here. It's earthbound. But fire, you understand, transcends all realms. Hello? So that's the greatest purge. When you're purged, when you go into these places, you're not to stay there forever. You're not to go into hell and be tormented and tortured forever. Now, for some people, they may not, like I say, everybody don't have the same will. They say, hey, okay, I'm done now. I got to get up out of here. What have you? And I know y'all going to say, well, Mama, you've never been, so how would you know? I'm only using my intuition at this particular time right now, okay? As the ghost speak to me, as I am the ghost, okay? Once those spirits are purged off of you, this is why, like a lot of the times, like in some countries in Africa, and maybe in some other places too, if you say, hey, I'm a witch, the first thing they want to do is throw you in a pit of fire. Because they throw you in the pit of fire in order to purge the physical body of the spirits of witchcraft. Then those spirits are chased away. Because spirits feel what you feel, and no spirit wants to be tortured and tormented. That's why a lot of the times when you beat a person, they're trying to beat the spirit out of the individual, and it chases off spirits. So in some places, you know what I mean, if you were to go to a shaman, a sanguma, or a priest or a priestess, they use some physical harm sometimes to remove the spirits, because we know that spirits torment the body, some of them. So if you come in and you got some kind of ailment or whatever, and the doctors cannot figure out what it is, and it's just keeping you hella sick, you're losing weight, it's failure to thrive. You may be on your deathbed. And this is why they come in and they pray, anoint with herbal oils or whatever, do bloodletting. And some sometimes, they may go in and torture the body, the physical body, to make the spirit leave. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it does not. So this particular individual, Alpha, has gone through what appeared to me as I was like, I had to come up out of there real quick. So that's why I turned my music off or whatever, because I was like I was descending into a place that was like void of light. There was a lot of darkness or what have you. And it appears that this spirit is trapped. And see, that's another thing that is so spooky, I think my greatest fear, if there were any, of dying at this point. Because sometimes we're going to give up the ghost and we look forward to it, depending on, like if you live long and hard here, you've been sick or whatever, and you come to that realization. And some people still fear it, even though, it's time for them to go, and they still fear fear death, because no one knows what happens, What happens, you really don't. We could talk all day long, use intuition, we never know. But my biggest concern is if there's nothing after this. I think a lot of people can vibe with me when it comes to this. The fear is that there is nothing. That's more fearful than there being torture. Isn't that something? I would just hate to know that I've come here and I've done my all, through triumphs and tribulations, only to find out that there weren't any purpose in my existence. This is why, I tell people to try to live each day to your utmost, because we really just don't know. But it would be beautiful, you understand, to know that there is something to look forward to. And however you live here is how you're going to live on the other side. If you're a chaotic person and you're always in drama, whatever, when you go on the other side, you're not going to like peace. Peace is not going to be your thing. Okay? You're going to want to be on the other side, and because just like spirits and stuff like that and ancestors, they keep their personalities. Their personalities are their energy. Nothing changes about that. If grandma was a mean old lady when she was walking the walk here, ain't nothing changed. Grandma's still mad. Seriously. That's just who she is. I look at myself. I am that person that likes creative chaos. That's me. I love it. You know what I mean? I love just constant excitement. Things got to be moving. You understand? I don't like stagnation. I don't like peace. I just don't like it. Just peace and quiet. Oh, I was just walking around heaven and it was just so much peacefulness, and so I'll get bored. It was so quiet and everything was nothing but just gems just raining down upon me. There were rubies and emeralds and sapphires and diamonds, and there were even jewels I've never seen before. You understand? That sounds beautiful, but eventually I'm gonna get bored. I want some real excitement. That's who I am. That's why I was asking somebody. I was like, "Who are you on a cellular soul level?" That's going to be interesting as you walk your walk, knowing who are you on a soul level. Like, I ain't even talking about your physical appearance. I'm not talking about any of those things. I'm not talking about the fact you might work at the local post office. You might be somebody's mama. You might be somebody's son, or you might be somebody's daddy. I ain't talking about that. Press 1 if you know who you are on a solar level. And if you do know who you are on a solar level, press 1 and tell us, who are you on a solar level? Speak to the ghost. Speak to the ghost. Come on, speak to the ghost. DeAndre says skeleton came to them in a bathroom 2 years ago. It woke you up. So we actually got the people in the chat that actually seen the ghost that I was talking about. That's interesting. You see what I mean? You see? No one knows who they are on a solar level. When you're trying to discover who you are on a solar level, you can't use terms like, I am Venita, because I'm not Venita. That is a label and a title that was given to me. That's a government title that was given to me by my adoptive parents. My God-given name is Naima. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all. I'm not gonna be elusive. If for all of you all who don't know what my God-given name is, my God-given name is Felicia. I've never told anybody. My God-given name is Felicia. Okay? I was named Felicia by my mother's sister, which is my aunt. She worked in a house for some rich white people, and they had a daughter, and her daughter name was Felicia. So my auntie named me Felicia. The name that I chose, my spirit name, is Naima. Some people gonna say spirit tree. I chose spirit tree Naima because spirit tree, I am a tree. And I got two trees that have to come down. So I was talking to the wrong trees. I was preparing them for their demise, and it was not them. It's the other trees on the other side that are gonna come down, my two pine trees. So I got to go and have a conversation with them. And I don't know. If it's something I can do to protect them, I'll do my best because those trees look like they're about 65, 75 years old. And the fact that they've seen all of the changes, they saw the people who built the house in 1967 and all of the other dwellers that came to stay. They've also seen lots of events have happened. They know lots of secrets in the world. And that 75 year old tree is diseased, is sick. It showed me some things about it that just really just made me cringe. It has like all of these different uh uh not webs, but vines, like constrictive vines, but it fights through it. You know what I mean? Constrictive vines that are going and all intertwining it. And I said, oh, what a sick tree. But you still stand tall and you still watch over us, but it's going to come down. And so I don't know why I was told to do this, but it sounds ridiculous. But a lot of things and a lot of spiritual things that they don't make sense. You cannot make sense out of a lot of spirit things. That's why a lot of people don't want to be bothered with it because it is vague. But I was told to put a hippopotamus um, little miniature by each one of them as like a little gift to it. So I haven't gotten it yet. I thought it was going to be these two. My magnolia may come down, they said, which really is going to do a lot to me because it gives beautiful magnolia flowers, and I hate to see it go. But I said I was going to make sure that I make lots of staffs and lots of wands from whatever I can salvage from it. Because mama ain't got no big old chainsaw to be out there, doing no big old stuff. Because some people, they get down like that. When you look at these different countries in Africa, they get down like that. Excuse me, y'all. But just to think about that wood just flying all everywhere, it's a mess, man. When I be whittling and stuff, like, oh my God, it's just everywhere. I'm just covered with wood chips or whatever. But yeah, let's talk to the ghost. Who's ready to talk to the ghost? Hmm? Everybody's afraid of the ghost. I know it was somebody at the top that wanted to talk to the ghost. Yes. On cold, on what you said, on a cellular level, she is reincarnated. Well, thank you. Rod said I'm beautiful inside and out. Thank you so much. So I'm asked again. I'm asked again. Who knows themselves on a cellular level? Hello, Mike. How are you? TV Mike crew, how are you? Hello, I heard that DeAndre said, I choose better days because I'm tired of seeing worse days. I heard that. Okay, Cara Z says she's waves. Hmm. Okay, that's beautiful. But you got a little bit of time. Well, we all just got a little bit of time. A little bit of time, maybe what for Car Z, another what 60 years. You got time to discover yourself. You got time. Now, if you ask me, who am I? I like that when you say you are reincarnate. hmm I am, I always tell people, a collage of all of my experiences and how I have handled them. Now, that's a physical thing just to say that. But when we're getting down to, once again, that soul level, what is your soul? You understand? What is your soul? Every soul is different. First of all, we need to know that soul is power, soul is energy. You understand? It's like a battery. Being that it is a battery, it, once again, it animates your body. Thank you, She Traveler, for reading that troll. It animates your body. I'm moving right now because what? I have a force, a soul. You understand? That makes me move and do things. You understand? My body is warm. If you touch me, I'm warm. And I always say that our soul energy comes from the sun. You understand? Because the sun is the God. It's the God of the soul. Okay, and then when we pass away, our soul energy will return back into what some people call the recycling center, back into the solar storage. It will go back to that place once again. You understand? The soul is attracted to spirits. So that's what the soul is. On a soul level, we are energy. We are a source of energy. That's what it is. The soul is not necessarily what makes us who we are. What makes us who we are the spirits. Once again, certain energies attract certain spirits. And the spirits that are attracted to those energies make you who you are. Hmm? So when we're getting down on a solar level, now we are knowing you may be a benevolent person. You may be malevolent person. You may be in a gray area. You may be both. You may be inclined to doing dark things, you understand, wickedness or mischievousness. You may be inclined to be, a murderer, a comforter, a healer, you understand, a prophet, a prophetess, all of these different terms. Healers, nurses, doctors, all of those fall under the genre of healer. I am a healer. I am a nurse. I've gone to nursing school. I've gotten my degree and I've practiced nursing in a hospital setting as a psych nurse, and my daughter now is a psych nurse now. I'm not practicing anymore. I'm a natural born healer. So healers tend to go into the fields of dentistry, in the fields of oncology, in the fields of optometry, podiatrists, you understand, heart surgeons, you understand? All of these different orthopedics, gynecology, these are our healers. Some are independent of the medical field. There may be shamans, under their own practices, alternative medicines, herbalists, and the list goes on. So, that's why I keep asking who you are on a solar level. You understand? And these are the things. Your solar level, who you are, is like where you gravitate. Maybe you're a lady of the night. Huh? Lady of the night, man of the night. We all came here to do a certain thing. Don't be ashamed because you are a lady of the night. You understand? You serve, clientele. You have Johns, you have tricks, or what have you. You have grown old into the situation. Now you are a madam, and now you guys, because that's a purpose. You're Jezebel. You have a purpose. You may be a hitman. You understand what I mean? You came here to do your job. Like, this is a huge stage, and everybody has a role. Everybody got a script that they got to follow. Don't be afraid of it. You may just be a street sanitation worker. That's what you came here to do. You got to keep, this place has to stay clean. No one should be shamed for where they are in life and what they're chosen to do. Now, I'm not saying that that's what you are on a solar level. Once again, solar level is different on a physicality. It is more or less like, once again, those things like we talk about, healer, people who are here to bless the world with their voice of singing and instruments. But don't get that wrong for saying I'm a magician. I'm a musician. I'm a singer. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Don't get them mixed up or what have you. So you're inclined to go from one lifetime to the next using your voice to sing. That je nage toi follows you everywhere you go. That charming gift follows you everywhere you go. From one lifetime to the next. It's always going to be what you are on a solar level. And I know it's tricky. Y'all might be like, you saying the same thing. It sounds like you're contradicting yourself, or you just saying the same thing. But I think y'all get where I'm coming from. Because, it's like almost like we'll be talking about this forever, okay? Hey, Leslie said, can I ask the ghost how's my mom? You haven't spoken to your mom in a while? Hey, Stable the Noise. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad to see you. Stable the Noise says, I haven't seen you in a long time, Goddess. I'm glad to see you. Oh, Leslie. When did she pass on? When did she pass on? Look at that. I'm looking. You know what? Leslie. I close my eyes and I see the place she's in, which is interesting. I don't know if you've ever been to New Orleans before. Have you ever been to New Orleans on Bourbon Street? 2015. Have you ever been to New Orleans? Leslie, have you ever been to New Orleans? Maybe Memphis, Tennessee, somewhere like that. You have family there in New Orleans? Like, when's the last time, you and Mom went to New Orleans? And the reason why I'm asking you that is because that's crazy, but that's where she's at. Mama's in New Orleans. Oh, look, she's walking beside you. Don't get me wrong, but there's someone in New Orleans that has her attention over there. You haven't? Okay. Has Mom ever been to New Orleans? I can see the streets like Bourbon Street. I mean, the lights are lit. And I see what your mama is seeing. But for some reason, not trying to scare you or nothing like that, it's just like it's nothing on the streets. It's just like nothing there. It's just like it's in the night. It's lit, light, sidewalks lit and everything. But it could just be showing, they're just showing me the image or what have you. But it's showing me that that's where she seems to be. Something or someone is summoning her spirit in New Orleans. That's where your mama at. Yes, she is. And she let's put it like this. She got work. She's still working, okay? So she's not suffering. She's still at her work because she likes to see about people. So she's seeing about she's an ancestor, seeing about you and seeing about everybody else, all her family members. Mm-hmm. Seeing about her siblings, seeing about her cousins, seeing about people. Yeah, we just had a live stream interruption. Yeah, so she's gonna be by your side, and you need. Yeah, I'm gonna need for you to talk to Mama a little bit more. Okay, I need Mama venerated. Mama need to be venerated. All Saints Day is coming. All Hallows Eve is coming. Halloween, if you want to call it. The Day of the Dead is coming. So I need you to do something very special for your mother. Okay? Hopefully you have an altar set up for Mama. I don't know. Are you on a spiritual path right now? Do you identify with a spiritualist? Are you a witch? Talk to me? Because you may not even know what I'm talking about when I say, do you have an altar set up for your mother? Okay. Okay, beautiful. Do you have an altar set up? Okay, so somebody in here, the rooster is cocking out there. Y'all got roosters. I got a rooster cocking. So there's an omen in the chat. Mm-hmm. This is kind of early for the rooster to be roosting right now. Mm-hmm. There's somebody in distress. Somebody's facing some homelessness. Somebody's facing some homelessness right now. They want to put you out. They want to put you out because you're different. You odd. They say you odd. They say you odd. They know you ain't like the rest of them. They want you out the door. And you're kind of getting kind of worried. You wonder where you're going to go. So you don't have an altar. Okay. You got to get your altar ready. Who wants to speak to the ghost? Who wants to speak to the ghost? Everybody's scared. I can't blame y'all. I can't blame you. I can't blame everybody. Everybody just is quiet. Would it make you feel better to speak to Thamalina? There's a great event coming up in November, y'all. Get yourselves prepared. Well, first of all, it's going to be election time. Ooh, it's election time. Okay, so all of a sudden the chat has just come to a halt right now. Come on, talk to me, y'all. I'm going to take the conversation off the ghost for a minute because everybody seemed to be getting real quiet. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Who y'all think getting in office? Y'all me turn on some light because everybody getting scared. You want me to turn on some light? Let me know. My chat gone. Bye-bye. My chat is gone. Hello. Press 1 if y'all can still hear me. Press 1 if you can still hear me. Come on in. Come on in. Don't be scared. Come on. Come on. Let's do this thing. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, Yolanda. For some reason, everybody just got real quiet. I thought y'all had done left me and sitting up in here by myself. Wasn't nobody saying that. I said, well, I'm gonna have to get off of this. I'm gonna have to stop talking about this ghost. I can't come back in here and talk about the ghost. If I talk about the ghost, I ain't gonna have no audience. Press. Okay, I tell you what. Press 6 if the ghost is spooky. Press 6 if the ghost is spooky. Press 6 if the ghost is spooky. If the ghost is real spooky, press 6. Okay, DeAndre said the ghost is spooky. I cannot get my words. Sometimes y'all, my mouth get all twisted up and everything. And I go to talking like a little bit different because my mouth get kind of, yeah. Press 6 if you are afraid of the ghost. Just one person. Press 4 if you're comfortable with talking to the ghost. Press 4 if you're comfortable talking to the ghost. Okay. No one's really comfortable with talking to the ghost. DeAndre said, does the ghost attach to you all? In some cases, it may happen. That's why I say have your heads covered and have your heads oiled up. I don't know. On the Mother Wisdom channel, are you comfortable with the ghost? Someone has a bad omen on them. It's an omen on you. Not bad. But it's something has to have some major attention. My rooster is going. Did y'all hear my rooster? Okay, so she travels comfortable with the ghost. Okay, I don't know why, but my other chat is not doing anything. Someone has been in distress. Press 5 if it's you. The rooster is crowing, so something is going on. Hello? Someone is in some form of distress. This rooster is out here cocking, and y'all can hear it. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, it's early in the morning. And, you know, what do you expect? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. But the rooster don't usually get going until about 5 o'clock, about 6 o'clock in the morning. It's actually not good, you know, for the rooster to be doing this at this time, you know. So some people may, you know, they may say it's okay at 4 o'clock in the morning. But my rooster don't do this, so somebody up in here. Hello? Ain't nobody talking. The cat got your tongues, huh? She traveling, only nobody in here comfortable. DeAndre, I'm in Alabama. I'm in the backwoods of Alabama. I'm in the swamps, which I don't think is going to be swamps around here for too much longer because, I mean, it's so much traffic coming. They done ran off all of the spirits and stuff like that. The swamp spirits and swamp folks is leaving and stuff. The swamp ghosts, they're leaving because of all of the traffic. I have never had such a quiet chat. They ain't saying a thing. And do I need to pull cards? And since no one wants to speak to the ghost, do I need to pull some cards? I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently. I'm waiting. Got a shadow deck here right now. Yes, I do have cards. Crossroads cards. Okay, anybody want me to pull the cards? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. I mean, it was so spooky. Last time we were on here, I had to actually do a reading on the United States of America. Nobody wanted to read. Come on. Y'all got to be more braver than this. Come on. Y'all can do it. Come on. Somebody got ties with New York. You got ties with New York. You used to be in a lot of trouble, but you done turned your life around. Perhaps you were into like the street world or what have you, but you done turned yourself around. You're doing a good job, but you got a great challenge coming up ahead of the road. You got to remember how you got out of it. That's the only key to meeting these challenges that is coming to you right now. Knowing how you got out of it, you understand? Reminding yourself constantly about that. That's how you're going to stay out of it, okay? Somebody done had somebody to make some threats. You may have been afraid and you had to run for your life. Understand? You're safe now. You don't have to run no more. I know you're suffering from some PTSD, but right now you understand you're in your safe place. You got a spiritual army, you understand? That got you surrounded with protection, and nothing can break through that barrier. Somebody having trouble with a child. I know who it is. They can't get that child to do right for nothing in the world. It is consuming your life. You almost don't know if you got the will to keep going and move on. Somebody having trouble, they get in their cars. Maybe you got to hide your car, don't you? Got to hide your car because you can't make the payment. I see what's causing your trouble. Somebody is doing some work on you. They don't want to see you happy. They feel like you owe them something. They won't let you go. I haven't found that person yet that has something to do with that rooster out there. I don't know who that is, but it's somebody in here. I can't figure it out. Did anybody want their cards pulled? Yeah, we got a lot of celebrities leaving here. Ooh, I'm just looking at so many. I didn't know 2024 was going to be so impactful for celebrities. It's like all of the old celebrities up in their 80s and 90s are just crossing over. Remember, I told you all that they're going to do a blood sacrifice of like one of our most important celebrities is going to undergo a blood sacrifice. We got a powerful patriarch that is getting ready to, we talked about this, a powerful patriarch that is getting ready to cross over. Very famous, well-known patriarch. It has to be done before 2025. So it's going to be a lot of patriarchs that will leave out, coming. Oh, it's going to be a lot of them going out the door. And some of these are going to be young men. These are going to be some young people that's going to be transitioning. Something must be wrong with my chat, because my chat ain't doing nothing. Press 2 if you're still in the chat room on both channels. Okay. Hey, Sharon. Sharon is still in the chat. Okay, so if no one has anything to ask the ghost? If you got any questions, let me know, because I think we're gonna go ahead and leave. It's been 2 hours, and nobody wanted to ask the. We just had a few people that did talk to the ghost. So I guess we'll get ready to. I guess my other chat is gone. Mother Wisdom channel is gone. I mean, I guess that as far as that Mother Wisdom Tree channel has no activity on it right now. I don't see anyone. I just see the last comment was one from She Traveler. But it could be still going. I just can't see it on my end. I don't have another device to look and see. But I'm going to go ahead on and end this particular chat. Thank y'all for a great turnout. You know what I mean? Get yourselves ready. I mean, since we didn't have much of a turnout for this, I'm questioning whether or not we should be going to see the Celestials and stuff like that Wednesday night. Since everybody's kind of fearful of it. And I know what y'all saying, Mama, we want to hear some good stuff. You know what I mean? So I didn't see anything necessarily bad for anybody here. I just know that rooster is trying to give a warning to somebody. And I guess, and they know who they are. They're just not going to say much. And they don't want their business out there. And I understand. Okay, Sharon, what's the question? Sharon has a question. Because daylight will be coming up pretty soon. Okay, I'm waiting. Once again, for people who don't know, this is one of the dolls that I created. Her name is Thumbelina. Her name is Thumbelina. I was going to send her to her forever home, but she's performed quite a few miracles over here. I said, Thumbelina going to have to hang around with me. Yeah, she needs to stay here, but I'm going to make that later another doll. She's so sweet. She's got an angel spirit. She's not malevolent at all. She's very kind and sweet. She's a sweetie. So I've lost my chat over there, y'all. Sharon, you got a question before I end this live stream? Okay. Okay, so since you don't have one, press 0 if you typing it all up or something before I go ahead and end this live stream so I can see what's going on in the other chat. Okay, I'm going to ask, if you want to ask a question, go to my Mother Wisdom Tree. Okay, you said there's a man that made me angry because I felt he was playing games, so I distanced myself. Did he get the message? Did he get the messages? But you sent him some messages on your cell phone? Child, that man going on about his damn business, good. He wasn't no good, baby. He wasn't no good. He was seeing motherfucker seeing somebody else. But he's gonna come back around to you, you know what I mean? When he get bored and that particular woman or women ain't giving him what he want. He gonna leave the door crack, you know what I mean? He leaving the door crack with you. He ain't gonna necessarily just, give up on you. He said he gonna give you a little bit of space. And by the time you cool off, he'll be coming to make his way back through again. But you better leave that man for good, man. Leave him for good. Don't fool with him, because in somebody else's life, he's giving them a hard time. Some of these men will stalk you. They can be very dangerous. I saw some stuff on YouTube about a Facebook situation that was like, that had me very concerned, where this man just couldn't let go. He felt as if though he owned his wife. She was a piece of property, and she's supposed to be there, his beck and call for whenever he wanted. She didn't have the right to be able to move on with her life, because she was not happy. Who's going to stay in a relationship where they ain't happy? Nobody's going to stay in a relationship that ain't happy. And, women don't leave good men, You done been together that long. You think a woman going to leave a good man? You understand? Unless you're a bad woman, but this looked like a good woman. You know what I mean? So he had to been doing something that wasn't right. He looked like he was possessive of her and jealous of her. But at any rate, she decided to leave. She went to her family. He got on his Facebook Live and he was saying, I dare you to leave me. He just felt like she was a piece of investment and he couldn't walk away. Like, I paid for you, I bought you, you mine, and now you're gonna just get up and you're just gonna go like this? Oh no, I got a problem with you. And so what he did is he documented why he was going to do what he did, or what have you. He was giving excuses, all the excuses for why he was going to do it, and he did it. And somebody did a wellness check on the house. I guess they hadn't heard anything from him, and it was a gruesome scene, where he took her life, and he laid beside her and took his. So be very careful with these people, they just they ain't wrapped too tight. It's like he lived through her. Always live through yourself. Live through your own self. Have your own purpose. Your purpose should never include someone else. Like, oh, my purpose is just to be here for Mr. Willie. Nah, because Mr. Willie might decide he got to get up and go, and then I'm left with nothing. No will to go on. Live your own purpose, live your own truth, live your own journey and everything. And realize that some people, come into our lives, for a brief period of time. They're not here forever. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, now you're getting on color. You are what they call them, a colorist or what have you. Let's talk about this right here. And there's one thing I'm really concerned about. I'm concerned about these very fair-skinned ladies who get into these relationships with these very dark-skinned men. They're very dark men. And sometimes, not all the time, but in some situations, these men are very highly possessive of these women. And some of them could be white women. They need to be very careful. Because, like, you got to realize, not all, but there are some. Now, didn't I say not all? There are some dark-skinned men that have so much hate for themselves. And they're not really necessarily addressing the problem. They're not recognizing the problem. And they can be very, sometimes they can be very, what's the word? Just out of touch when, a relationship with a fair-skinned woman or a white woman or woman of another culture says, I'm not feeling this. I got to go, what have you. You understand? I'm not saying that they can't be the same with a woman of darker skin complexion, but I'm seeing a lot of this, and this is the reason why I want to talk about it. Fair-skinned women, white women, women of other races, be very careful when you see the warning signs of a man who really just don't like who he is. The situation I'm talking about was like one of those situations. I was looking at this man. I did see a lot of self-hatred. Hatred and some jealousy. Like, jealous of the fact that she had a family, she had people that loved her, and you could tell she was really trying to focus on loving herself. And he felt left out. I said, man, just don't like himself. When he look in the mirror, he don't like what he see. But when he look at her, he see her as the mirror. And he just wants it. He needs it. He has to have it to thrive. It's crazy, man. Protect yourselves, man. So he was some of these men could just, and you could be any color. Once again, it could be a man of another race that might do that to a woman. It has happened. But I heard some over here. I just want to just talk about that. Leave that man alone. Even if you think you want to go back to him, leave his ass alone. She said, thank you. Yes, I felt he stalks me. Look, let me tell you something about this man. You know, because a lot of the times they just want you to give them room sometimes. They're like, oh, you know what I mean? You know, just give me a little bit of room, but they still stalking you. They're still stalking you. It's a new way of stalking now, keeping an eye on you. That new way is using some type of parental control over your phone, meaning that you can go to software companies and give a phone number. You know, they got apps. You just type the person's phone number in there, and it's going to let you spy on them and see everything that they do. Everything. It won't be no secrets. And these people, these individuals could be doing you like that, where you think you safe, you think the relationship is over with, they're watching you in that way, and you just pick up the phone, call a man, oh, they're at your house. They're driving around. They got you under surveillance. They got little cameras they can throw in your yard about that big, waterproof. You can rain on them and stuff like that, and they can see everything you're doing. It is crazy what is going on right now. You could tell them, hey, so look, you know what I mean? I want out of this or what have you. Once again, they want to keep an eye on you some kind of a way because they got something to do right now. They busy with another woman, and then they just want you to be sitting up there waiting on the shelf in a box. When things are not going so well with that relationship, then they can come there and go to the shelf, and you got your life on pause. They open up the box. There you are. You come back. You start back doing what you do. And God forbid if you say, hey, look, I'm not interested. I don't want nothing to do with you. Some of them can be very violent. And we're going to talk about that in some of them up-and-coming videos. I don't know what happened to my other chat. Ain't no movement going on in there. Nothing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go because we have been here 2 hours and 17 minutes. We have definitely given this enough time. And I'll be back, okay? Okay, 9. Don't forget 9. 999. 999. 999. Okay. I want to see what's going on over here in my other chat. That's my dog, y'all, growling. Like I told y'all, it's something out there. It's somebody in the chat. Whoever is in the chat, they've done some wrong. I'm not pointing any fingers. I make sure Mr. Will ain't behind me trying to pull nothing, y'all. Be on live seeing me. Look, you can see Thumbelina good. That's Mr. Willie. Spooking around. What you doing, Mr. Will? What you doing? Isn't she pretty? You feel real good, ain't she cute? Tell her hi, Thumbelina. Hang on, y'all. Okay. Okay. I did something wrong. Hang on. Okay. Wow. Just like I knew it, the chat stopped. That's why I kept saying, anybody in the chat? My chat stopped on my phone. Yeah. So I see everybody still talking. I think so. Because the last thing I got was from Alpha Goddess. So everybody been talking. Y'all, I couldn't see y'all in the chat at all. The chat stopped. That's why I had to end the other live stream so I could see. On the go with Dr. O. How you doing? Okay, on the go with Dr. O want me to pull a card. Y'all, I didn't even know y'all was in there. I don't know where stops the chat. Leslie said she feels like somebody put something on her. Well, for one thing, Leslie, the fuck? Oh, shit. Okay. I was looking at something. Okay, so that's lagging on the other side. I'm like, what the fuck that is? I want to make sure the ghost is not coming to get me. Hello? Are you still here, Leslie? Okay, if you still here, Leslie, let me know. See, you're a matriarch. By you being a matriarch now, and you a matriarch, I don't care how old you is, when your mom passed away, it makes you automatically a matriarch. So you carrying the burdens of, if you have any siblings, especially like brothers, you're carrying the burdens of your brothers. You're carrying those burdens. And that's a bit much on you. Whatever your mom didn't get a chance to finish, you got to finish it. You have to pretty much carry the karmic debt of your mama. You know, unless there's an older sister who can carry it. Okay. Okay. So, Les, I had wanted to give you that message. Yes. You know, and that's a very powerful role. You got a very powerful role, Leslie. You got a very powerful role. You've been gifted some supernatural gifts. I don't know if you're tapping into them right now. Right now, I guess you're just trying to hold your head above water at this point, and you don't have time to focus on it. Spirit told me you got to have your altar, because I couldn't tell whether or not you told me that you had an altar or not. I needed to know if you had an altar. And so you got your mama in the spiritual realm protecting you and everything. So people should know better than to cross you the wrong way. You understand? Every time we lose a loved one to the other side, like matriarchs and patriarchs, these older figures to the other side, it gives us and grants us more power. Do you know that? You have more spiritual protection on the other side. That's your gede. And you can, rest assured, you understand, that if anyone tries to cross you in the wrong way or whatever, they will be crushed. They will be crushed. And you kind of carry yourself more or less a little older than your peers, than others. And that is because of the fact you have been granted this greatness, they require so much from you. You know, the spirits have chosen you. You are more or less, once again, like I say, you are the delegate of, of these ancestors. You understand? They're looking to you to make these changes right now. That's what they're looking for. Because you got to realize they're waiting in line to come back. And then we'll be their ancestors. It's just a repeated process. It's a cycle that goes on and on. You say, yes, my mother and dad and half my family is on the other side. See how protected you is? That's a spiritual army. You understand? That's what that is. May the ancestors continue to walk with you. Bless your heart. So I know on the go with Dr. O, I was pulling a car myself. Husband asked for a divorce on last evening. Now I know it's easier. Say your husband asked for a divorce on the last evening. That's what you said. Let me see. Baby, that's a blessing. You should be saying hallelujah. Because, baby, you know why he doing that? You know, because he's involved with somebody else, number one. That's what he want to do. Child, let him go. Let him go. We don't need him. I'm going to pull this card for you, too. Are you still with me? On the go with Dr. O. You still with me? Let's pull this card. Oh, dear Crossroads. We know you never left us. But we have someone right here, right now. On the go. That's their screen name. They come to us with questions. There's some things that they don't know. And there's some things that, they've already been told. That the husband wants a divorce. You are all knowing. You know what's going on. But asking you right now to give them some spiritual insight as to the mysteries surrounding this situation. Or just give them a word of encouragement. Just let them know whatever they need to know between now and perhaps the next 90 days, 60 days. Sometimes we know some things happen after that time period. But we're grateful for whatever you will give us. Ashe. Now, let me tell you something. I was seeing vision. We got to talk on the go with Dr. Oh. Man, you got to talk. Let's talk. Do you know? Now, see, you might not know me. Okay. Press 1 if you know me for a minute. Yeah, have you known me for a minute? Or are you fairly new? Tell them, hey, Thumbelina. Tell them, hey, I'm getting Thumbelina. Oh, okay, so you do know me. Okay. Let's talk. You gonna help me divine. Oh, I'm looking at the tablet over there. I need looking at this. Hold up. Okay, I got you. She said, "Yeah, oh, this thing done caught y'all. I got my new glasses in. I gotta take these off. Yeah, do y'all see this thing is stuck in here? I got them because I thought they were so cute. I got them off a site called Z-Law. My daughter went there. That's where they get their glasses from, Z-Law. And let me tell you something. This prescription too strong for my eyes. I'm gonna have to go back to that doctor because it's like, don't get me wrong, I can see pretty good. But it's like now it's getting to the point if I take my glasses off, my vision is just very, very not strong because I usually can see without them. It's like it's making my vision weak to rely on them. So I'm concerned about that. The fact that I think it's because when I first put them on, I had a headache. I'm like, I can't take this. I may have to get my glasses from them. I was trying to save myself some money. I'm so sorry. On the go with Dr. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm random. Sometimes I just stop and go to talking. But yeah. So I saw them on the site, put them on my face. I said, oh, they're so cute. But then I didn't realize that, who wants to walk around everywhere they go with something like this on right here? And I was like, oh no, it just looked like some type of outer space glasses or something, something you wear at a rock concert or something. So it'll be just something that I'll put on. But I just got me an everyday pair of glasses and I'm not going to put them on now. I'm really nervous, wondering, are they going to be strong just like this pair? And I got to clean them too, because when I did put these on, I noticed that a bump popped up on my face from it. So sometimes, like people might put them on their face to check them and everything. You don't know what they got on their face or nothing or whatever. So I said, oh, no. This next pair I got, I'm wiping them down with alcohol because people could just be putting their hands on them and you don't know. The hands might not be clean. Same thing with earrings. They might try them on. You want to make sure you soak all that stuff in alcohol. But anyways, I'm so sorry to talk about that, but it's just on my mind. I won't be able to get that off my mind. So that's why y'all see me doing this right here sometimes, because I got this progressive lens, which we talked about that before. I ain't going to go into that. Look, let me talk to you on the go. Let's talk. It's going to be very personal. So, wait, I keep on looking at that screen. What I'm finna talk to you about is very personal, and I need you to be very honest. Okay? Now, if you say you don't know nothing about it, I already know it's something he's hiding. Now, when I closed my eyes, I saw some very provocative scenes. I saw a bra, somebody with a bra on. It was a black bra, strapless. I know that don't make no difference. I saw the heels, and I saw him in a car, dressed very provocative. This was a woman that was dressed very provocative, kind of on the slim side. I was kind of getting, and I might be wrong, I was kind of getting like stripper vibes, but maybe not necessarily stripper vibes, but maybe a woman who just loves to dress in some of the latest fashions and dress provocatively. Okay, talk to me about that. Come on, talk to me. Come on. I'm just waiting on your response because I saw her got in the car with that. It looks like she hit the back seat. Long nails, a little, y'all know the little young folks, little young, long nails. Talk to me. I'm waiting on your response. I saw her, or I saw something. I'm waiting on you. Is this a sex worker or just somebody who likes to dress provocatively? If you are not familiar with her, then she's the other woman. Hello. Oh, she said, I don't know. However, I had a feeling. Could not prove it. Most likely. Yep. She's kind of slender lady. She's slender. Kind of petite, maybe medium height. Like I said, if I was to look at her, I'd say it's kind of like stripperish-y. This is somewhere he's going in the night. If he's not going, you say, well, he's at home every single night. Well, then he doing it up in the daytime. He ain't at the house, is he? He goes to them clubs. Don't trust him. Try your best. And I know it's hurtful. It's easy for me as a stranger to say, let it go. But it's hard because we can get very angry. We get jealous. And that other lady or what have you, we might want to, just pull her hair out, which don't look like she got much. We want to do all kind of crazy stuff to these people. But we got to always put ourselves in a position to follow our ancestors, because we are spiritual beings and we have work we got to do for them right now, because they're going to take care of us. They're going to see us through the situation. They're going to see us through the situation and make sure you understand what I mean. We prosper. You understand? And that we get what we deserve, a better life. You know what I mean? Because definitely this is not the last man on the planet. You know what I mean? As other people out there will have you, you understand, that deserve you. Matter of fact, you know that he didn't deserve you at all. Um, this and you definitely, you know, I'm gonna tell you don't sleep with him because he's nasty. You know, he's a nasty man. Um, mm, 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 mm. And for your own health, your physical health, and your well-being, get yourself on a journey where you can start separating yourself from this. Now, be careful because as he decides to go on this journey with this particular individual, whatever this is, he's going to lose everything. Whatever he got, he's going to lose it. It's going to be coming back to you. And matter of fact, when he loses it, he's not going to be well. I want you to be careful. You cannot dress up a snake and think that you won't get bit. But because I've heard these stories where these women have taken these men back after they've left, got them back on their feet, and they go back out there. So you don't want to be that situation where, you know, you are constantly taking this man in and out, in and out. He just keep on abusing you like that. You know what I mean? Because if he gets sick, he's coming back for you to get him well. And if you do, you're going to age by 10 years. He's going to get up and leave. He's going to get up and leave you. He got some underlying health problems right now that he ain't even discussing with you right now. Because he don't know himself what's going on. He don't know. Ooh! She said he's a pastor. Ooh! No wonder. And I was just looking at a movie on that, y'all. I can't even think of that movie. It's on Netflix. It's by these African people where this pastor, he was married. He was being set up by a stripper because this other lady, you know, had hired this stripper to get him at his weak point so they could set him up and all that. And he was lusting after a stripper. Same thing. Y'all, that's on Netflix and I can't think of the name. I want y'all to go and watch it. He was a corrupt pastor. He wasn't a bit of good. And he was going back and forth saying a stripper sleeping with a stripper and all of that stuff like that. That's probably why I was saying like the bra, the heels, all of that little stuff like that. This is just me. I want you to get, you know, I don't know where you are on your journey. You may be a Christian. Are you a Christian? Okay, so you moved out in April. Okay, yeah, I was seeing that. That's what I was asking you. Was he in the house? I forgot what I just asked you. But do you have anything of his? Is you a Christian? You a Christian? You got anything of his? Because he ain't gonna be able to leave me and I ain't finna do no work on him. I'm gonna have to do some work on him. I'm not talking about I'm gonna do some work on your husband. You gonna do some work on him. You gotta do some work. You can just don't see. This is why you got so many men. People say, "Oh, why these men don't pay when they do us dirty and they just walk out on us because we don't punish them." Because long time ago, grandma and them used to punish them. Grandma and them used to seek revenge. Your Ifa Christian been praying to my ancestors, great grandmother. Okay. You American or you African? You're a spiritualist. Okay, she's a spiritualist. Okay, you're American. Okay. You don't have you don't have nothing up here. You got to punish that man. You got to be the first. You got to cripple him or something. I'm sorry. You just got to just He got to be around here. Nah. Talk to me now. Oh man, I can't do nothing with my chat from this side over here. So I can't. Oh, can I block them? Oh, somebody already cleaned it up. Thank you. I got my moderators in here on them. Thank you so much, to my moderator. Grand Rising, Layla. How you doing? You gotta punish him. You gotta put his ass in a chair, in a wheelchair. You're gonna have to do something. He can't just walk off and just leave you like that. You know, after I just got through talking about the situation with the man and the lady, ain't that something? Y'all, it's a spirit at the door. The dog is barking at her. Yeah, we're gonna have to punish Pastor. Pastor gonna have to learn this lesson. But Pastor well protected. I supposed to be looking over here. Pastor well protected now. I got to tell you that. He's got a lot of protection around him. The elders in the church and stuff surrounding him, because like when I was talking about it and everything, I got a chance to see them. They got their suits and their arms up there, arm folded and everything. Like you ain't finna cross over him. Cause that Christian magic ain't nothing to play with neither. Don't ever underestimate it. So I know you want to be real careful with whatever you do, but I do believe that you need to tell your ancestors to crush him. Tell him to crush him. Oh, that she said. It said he is a Olowo as well initiated. Is he American or is he African? He's an Ifa. Oh, well, shit, I changed my mind. I ain't gonna get into none of that. Hey, my name's Bennett and leave me out of it. I ain't in it. I can see it. When I got to talking about it and everything, I saw them. I saw these two men standing up with a suit with their arms crossed. I'm like, what that mean? I knew it. I knew it. Hang on, y'all. Get this. I got two pieces of jewelry that's always in conflict with each other. They just don't get along. What y'all fussing about now? They can't get along, y'all. Y'all I'm trying to untangle them because they don't like each other. There's always in some kind of conflict. Okay, put you over here. Okay. So let's pull these cards, okay? So I got my cards here. And I need you to blow on this deck, and then I'm going to shuffle it again. Blow on this deck for me. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep looking at the other device. Press 1 after you have blown on this deck. Press 1 after, okay? On the go with Dr. O. Press 1. If not, then what I'm going to... Okay, there you go. There you go. I'm going to shuffle again. Popcorn, we're not ignoring you. We're just trying to get to everybody. How you doing, Popcorn? We ain't ignoring you, okay? Just be a little bit patient here, huh? Okay? What you said, Layla? They love your sister? We're going to talk about that. That chicken. Somebody had chicken. Somebody had some well-seasoned chicken. I tasted. Y'all had a real nice meal today. I want some of that. Y'all got to give me some of that. Who is that? Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pull. We're going to pull one card, and then if I don't get enough, I'm going to pull another one. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bloop. We're going to see. This one is for On the Go with Dr. O. Oh, you got a dream card. It's either you or him have been having nightmares, like bad dreams. It's like a warning. Let me ask you something. Any insurance policies? Did he put an insurance policy on you? Or do you got an insurance policy on him? Layla said, oh, shit. You don't have an insurance policy on him? Okay. And you don't think that he would have an insurance policy on you, do you? You don't know? I had this image, him. Oh, that's somebody else. Okay. That's okay. I'm not going to say. You're not sure? Well, more than likely, he probably don't have an insurance policy. But I will say this right here. You didn't tell me, is he African or is he American? He's an American man. Look, let me tell you something. Well, we can go ahead and rule out that there's an insurance policy, okay? But I will say this. Somebody do got some work on them. Somebody got some work on them. So they're going to have some protection. It's either you or him that's going to have to protect yourself, okay? Now, everything is directed at him. It all stems from him. Because he getting himself in some little tricky places and some scare. Okay, he's an American man. He getting himself in some spooky places. You know what I mean? And you are pretty much, you don't realize you're the shield. You're the shield for a lot of like what he does and what he does wrong. So it's a good thing that you are getting away from this man, because this man is in some form of danger. So it's not you having the nightmares. If it's not you having the nightmares, he's having the nightmares because he's having to watch his back. He's having to watch his back because he's in some he in some hot water. And when I say that, it's multiple people that he's messing with now, and one in particular look like a goddamn stripper. That's a stripper all day long. But this man got a habit of messing with. He's quick to mess with somebody's woman. You know, he said he liked to walk the edge. No nightmares. Okay, so this card right here could be easily your husband. Your husband got some work on him. And it's a good thing that you are in a situation where you walked away from this man. Let me see what the next card is going to say. Yep, see that? Now, I'm going to ask you, has there been some cops or some legal stuff, police, sheriffs, anything like that involved, any legal matters? Because you got this card here, some stuff. You say, I don't know nothing about it. Your husband in some trouble. I'm just waiting on. Wouldn't it be funny, Layla, if you did know him? She said, "Oh, Layla said, "Ooh, sound like this man I know, my friend." Oh my God. Hey, no sheeple, how you doing? How you doing, Robin? Says, "Good morning. I came across your live twice. I trust in divine timing and protection. I'm starting a new life and moving abroad for business. Can you tell me what waits me? Oh, what waits me? Oh, most definitely. I'm excited for you too. Excited. On the go. Did you leave? You ain't get scared, did you? You ain't get scared? Because look at these two cars. Was before me with his ex. On the go said was before me with his ex. But I'm talking about you got a cop card. This the police. This the police. See that? Law enforcement. Law enforcement. Nightmares. You understand? So I'm trying to see. Oh, well, you know now, baby. your husband got a little bit of trouble on his hand. He ain't been talking about that, has he? He done had a brush with the law. Mm-hmm. Maybe he had got pulled over and got a ticket, or maybe it was some other stuff that dealing with the cops. But he has had a brush with the law. So now you know some of his secrets. How about that? Mm-hmm. He ain't telling you nothing. When the last time you talked to this man? Or later said his ass going to jail. Uh-huh. Especially if on the go get them shorts or panties or socks. Or not panties, but underwear, shoes, and start doing her work. His ass is going to jail. Layla, you can read them cards, can't you, girl? Huh? Oh, on the go said, "Oh my, what comes to mind is maybe a DUI. Has he ever had a DUI before?" So you talked to him yesterday after a long time. Well, you did. I don't know if you want to let him know or not, but let old dude know what's in the future, okay? And you need to leave his ass alone so you won't get caught up in all of that mess. Cause this man ain't telling you half of what he doing out there. And when he come around now, you don't put your mouth on him nowhere. And definitely don't let him, cause he don't wash down there real good. You know what I mean? We can't have him using his pistol in one thing and pulling it out and then coming over and then entering it in you. We can't do that. Mm-mm. Because these women be and then it just like going down a line. Then it's the next one and the next one and we can't have all these different women traumas and out. You know what? Fibroids and stuff. Because I believe they trans fibroids can. I ain't finna get in. Video be finna got shit now. I'm done. I can't talk about that. Later say, "Lord, yuck." Later said he giving up the silent treatment. Mm-hmm. He don't tell her nothing. She should keep that information to herself. Layla. Layla know how to play them cards. She said he giving up the silent treatment. Uh-huh. He don't tell her nothing. She should keep that information to herself. Well, how do you feel about that on the go? Hmm? Popcorn says seems like there's a lot of dread in that life. Later said energy, almost like he collect information from her to take it to somebody else, using her as bait. Because they think they done scored. They just love it. Oh, because you the first lady. On the go is the first lady. And I know how those women are in them churches. It's like a big competition. You know what I mean? They want to look better than the first lady. They want to take the first lady's position. A lot of envy. You right, Layla. I think the next person was popcorn. Popcorn. What? I think it was popcorn. Then after popcorn, it was Layla, and then Robin. Okay. So popcorn. What did you want, popcorn? Yeah, it is. Popcorn says seems like there's a lot of dread in that man's life. It's like that for most of all these pastors. They ain't no good. I call them pimps. Pulpit pimps. That's all they are. Hey, Zulega, how you doing? Okay, later said I never read cards. Okay, but did you? Okay, so who all wanted me to pull a car for him though? I thought popcorn wanted me to pull a car. Okay, so I guess popcorn changed their mind. Who? Okay, so let's start over. Who wants me to pull cards for them? Because that's an eye opener for on the go with Dr. O. They probably didn't even. I heard that she said, "I conquer." Yes, you do. On the go. Yes, you do conquer. I just don't want you to fix him because he's gonna be broken, baby. I don't want you to fix him. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Like I said, pastors to me are like pimps. And y'all need to read Iceberg Slim's book. Because Iceberg Slim had terminology for y'all who don't know who that is. That was like one of the most famous, infamous pimps in America. But he had terminology for all of his women. He had he had a terminology as the bottom bitch. And I don't care what nobody said. Church kind of works similar to the streets. If you look at it, it's got a lot of corruption in it. And he referred to the first woman as the bottom bitch, you know, and she was the one that helped him groom others and others to come into the fold or what have you. So when things weren't going right, he could always depend on what the bottom bitch or what have you. So I'm not saying that's what you are, but I'm just saying don't let him ride your back like that. Cause he's going to fall because the cards already said he is. They sure did. Card said he gonna fall. I need to bring this where I can see it. I can't see this. See. Bless your heart. Popcorn. What made you choose that as a screen name? Mm-mm. Layla Dream said, prison, who you talking about? Popcorn situation? Because I know Popcorn asking a lot of questions. God damn, I can't hardly see. Hey, hang on, y'all. I can't even see what's going on over here, man. I'm telling you, man. These progressive glasses ain't nothing to play with. They making my eyes hurt. I might have to go and find out if, shit, I don't know what them folks did when they put these things together online. Oh, I know what it is. They're dirty. I can see better without them. Trying to see out some dirty glasses, y'all. I can only express my ability with the right ones, and I am blessed. What you said? She said, prison I see with my left eye, sister. You see, I always hit my town in Africa. They do in the jungle because they thought I was the devil, and I got close to nature and God and beautiful thing. Layla, what's up with you? Africa ain't no jungle. Africa is a continent. And Africa definitely ain't no town. What town? What? First of all, what country are we talking about in Africa? First of all, what country? What country? Oh, Somalia. Oh, bless your heart. Oh, Somalia. Audition, I am the daughter of royalty. Oh, well, we're going to let her take over the session. Come on, talk to us, Layla. Talk to us. She telling us everything. Popcorn, she just talked over and told you what's going on. Popcorn, who are you talking to? Are you talking to Popcorn? When you said prison, I see it with my left eye, sister. Bless your heart, Popcorn. Popcorn say you never know which one gonna pop because your situation. Don't be just tossing that around like that now. You got that condition for real. Oh, okay. So she knew your anxiety was peaking. Okay. Okay. Layla said, yes, what I was saying was because of my ability and speaking the truth and seeing with my left eye, they outcast in me from the city to the country in Africa. The jungle, that was the best thing for me. The jungle? Y'all might be sitting in here trolling my behind. Y'all, I got to get off here and go. But it's interesting. Very interesting situation. What's your Somalian name? What's your Somalian name? Now, we ain't finna be having no trolling now. I got to get up from here. It's been nice, though. I enjoyed talking to y'all. It's been a lot of fun. What country in Africa do it look like I'm from? I'm going to do a quiz on you. Layla, what country do it look like I'm from in Africa? I'm going to quiz you. Do you recognize this face? Does it look American, or do you know the country this face comes from? You're right. You pretty good, ain't you, girl? Nigeria. Liberia, to be exact. Liberia. Yes, I am. Lady said, but you're an American. I would say Ghana, but you and Louise. What you mean, but you and Louise? What you mean, you and Louise? Oh boy, this stuff making my eyes itch. I'm allergic to, what y'all call it, mica? I'm allergic to it. This has been very interesting. Oh, no problem. No problem. They say, we have a Liberian ancestry here. I'm from Alabama. They said we got a Liberian ancestry. I mean, Nigerian ancestor, but I have Liberian family members. hmm Thank you so much for my moderator to taking that situation out of here. Okay, y'all. Any other questions? Any other question? Oh, Layla, can we help Popcorn? Popcorn wants to know what she should be focusing on for the next few months. I don't know who that person was, but it's a person in here, and that rooster was carrying on. Do y'all hear me? Somebody had definitely needed some cards pulled or something that was watching this video. They may be still watching and they scared. They nervous. They worried because they know I know that they're in here or they were in here. Okay, Layla, do you have a word you can offer Popcorn? She wants to know what she should focus on in the next few months. Well, first of all, I would say your mental health, definitely. Yeah. Now we know that. But do you know of anything else that she should be focusing on? And focusing on your mental health is pretty much, I want you out in nature. You need to definitely get out in nature. You need to go and find a little place that you can go and walk and just talk to the sky, talk to the trees, talk to the plants. Put your feet, hurry up, cause it's finna get cold. Plant your feet in the grass. You know what I mean? And hug a tree. Understand what I mean? Hug that tree. Talk to that tree. That's focusing on your mental health. Understand? Put you first. Don't be around here trying to fix everybody else. Stick with fixing yourself. Lots of nature. Meditation. Okay, Layla said pray and take deep breaths when you get that anxiety. And also, don't forget about nature. Nature absorbs negative energy. See what you got on you, Popcorn. You got a negative spirit, negative influences around you. You're getting ready to have a breakthrough. You're moving into your priestesshood. If you're a woman, now don't tell me you're a man. Then I'm like, oh, I got it wrong. You're moving into your priestesshood right now. And it usually starts off with a lot of that little anxiety and not being so sure of what direction to turn in or whatever, because the spirit's getting you ready, they're prepping you, getting you in a position where you're gonna be helping other people. You have your testimony is gonna fix a whole lot of other people. You're gonna be a guide. You're gonna be a lighthouse. But you got to go through your training. You got to read your books. You understand? They're trying to talk to you. The spirits are trying to communicate with you. There are books you got to read. You need to get under a spiritual teacher, a spiritual advisor, a spiritual guide of some kind. Okay? That's what you got to be working on. She said, I already do that. I went fishing today just to have my bare feet in the river. And I went for a swim in the ocean the other day, too. Nature is my favorite place. Keep doing what you're doing, baby. Once again, like I say, you entering into your priesthood. So this is kind of like how it goes. You said, what? I'm looking to try study support work next year. What do you mean? Work with people who struggle to. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna give me your testimony. You sure are. Hey Morgan, how you doing? Thank you so much, She Traveler. That's our moderator or whatever. Let's give it up for She Traveler. She keeps this place orderly, or we wouldn't be able to do anything in here for trolls. I can pull some cards up, but it's not going to necessarily say how your studies are going to do next year, what have you. I say you write your narrative. Write your narrative. Write your affirmations out. I know it sounds cliche, but you got to do it. You know what I mean? Write your petitions. In your petitions, it's going to you're going to direct this journey the way you want it to go. It's going to go the way you want it. You're going to reinforce it by reading it daily. You understand what I mean? Oh yeah, popcorn is getting ripped right from you, because know that when you're gonna have a breakthrough, know that when you're striving for success, you're gonna always have like this type of thing to happen. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be easy. If it's easy, it's not gonna be worth it. It's not. So you're gonna always have obstacles when you're striving for greatness, when you're striving for excellence. It comes with the territory. It comes with the journey. You know what I mean? That's what's going to make you great. Right there. Going through the trials and the tribulations or what have you. But once again, I keep saying, are you writing out affirmations? Are you? I write affirmations out. And it's crazy because one of them happened and I was like shocked. I'm like, oh, it actually happened. They're powerful. Petitions and affirmations, they're kind of similar. They really are. Oh, okay. Layla said you got a feeling they're going to do some black magic on you. You're supposed to be protected. You're supposed to be able to call on your forces to protect you. Okay, y'all. I think I'm finna go. I'm tired. And I don't know what this comment is, Morgan. I'm gonna remove it until you get that right. You got to ask me that a little bit better. Shit, I can't do shit with it. Ain't nothing I can do. I don't think I can do nothing with that. But just I move it on my own end. Well, I can't see it no more. Because I'm on a whole totally different channel. I'm on a channel where I cannot, unless I got to make myself a moderator because I'm on a whole nother channel. To tell you the truth, I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know shit. I don't know how YouTube got this stuff set up. I don't know. I know everybody's leaving though. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to probably come back tomorrow. I'll try to come back tomorrow. Okay, we'll come back tomorrow, baby. Okay, good night, because I know we've been on here. Y'all look how long. I've been on here 3 hours. Good Lord. I know y'all tired, so night. Oh, popcorn don't ever give up. That's what the problem is, okay? The only people that fail are the people who give up. Baby, you can't never give up. So like you say, you was out in nature or whatever. You got to keep on going out in nature. But the one thing that you did leave out is you're not doing any affirmations. Do you have your altar set up? Are you calling on your ancestors? Are you making sure they walk with you? And you got to know you're going to always have challenges. This is life. Nobody got to the top without slipping a few times, without sometimes taking detours. You just don't get there like that without any type of resistance. Okay? I know right, that's why I want you to focus on your mental health first. You know, focusing on your mental health is doing what your doctors tell you to do, taking your prescription meds. Some people that say they don't believe in taking prescription meds, you know, what have you. I'm advising you to do so. Mental health first. It's right here. Baby, this right here. If you already doing the water and all of that and the nature thing or whatever, this. Affirmations. Meditation. Prayer, believing in yourself, that you can overcome this. This is what you're going to be concentrating on. Get you a spiritual advisor or a life coach that can take you through these tribulations, okay? You know, I really, you know, we're fighting for you, We're fighting for you. You're not fighting alone, okay? I don't want to just brush you off like, oh, that ain't no big deal or what have you. I know you're struggling right now. But if you could take some of these steps, you don't do nothing but just start off with maybe like a spiritual coach or something right now. A life coach. And you can get them free. You can type it and go to TikTok, life coach, spiritual coach. Those people are, some of them will work with you for free. You just tune in and they talk about the life lesson of the day or whatever. Get under somebody you really like and follow them. You understand what I mean? And they could be your inspiration. They can be your cheerleader. They can be your, once again, we talked about guide. They'll be there for you. You're not alone. Never think you're alone. You always got somebody that's with you, okay? Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome to come here, to the channel, whatever. We're here Wednesdays or maybe Thursdays, Saturdays or maybe Sundays. We're here at late at night during the late hours of like 12 a.m. to perhaps like 3 to 4 to 5 like we are now, okay? Night. Thank y'all for coming out. And thank you again, She Traveler. Okay? Bye-bye.